Fishers, starting to get some reports flow in. I'm back after a week of holiday down at the coast fishing in the estuaries and stuff, and it was pretty special, I can tell you. I really enjoyed it, but I certainly missed me freshwater fishing, and didn't get a chance to do the report last week because obviously I was away. But the reports are flowing in pretty thick and fast. Dartmouth will start there, a little bit on the slower side that last week or so. It seemed to have quietened right down. There is a few trout getting caught there obviously, but yeah, nothing special. Hume, we're still cracking big time on the reddies. There's no problem about getting a feed, and some quite large ones. A lot of 20, 25, 27, 28, 30 centimetre fish. Really happy with that now. They seem to be increasing in size, whether they're actually growing or the bigger ones are starting to move around, not too sure. Bait, lure, doesn't really matter what you want to do, whether you're trolling, casting, bobbing, you name it. Once you find them, you're right into them. All the streams, excellent. They're in perfect condition. They're going to be a great lead up to the end of the season, so it's going to be fantastic. Probably a good lead up to the spawn runs, actually. It's going to be a really good year. Mulwala, had a few reports from there, not as many as I thought I'd get, but there is pretty consistent fishing down there. Last week was really windy, really hard, almost impossible to fish, but when you do get out, you get the odd few small fish, so yeah, it's worth being there, I suppose, as long as you can get there when there's no wind. Murrumbidgee River, fishing quite nicely. Lure fishermen are starting to pick up again. They're starting to get some good reports, good catches, getting a few on surface lures, a few on spinner baits. The odd one on the troll, but bait fishermen are just crazy, blitzing it, yeah, getting plenty. You know, the old complete chickens hit, impossible to beat. They're getting big numbers on that. Yabbies aren't too bad. Crush the Head seems to be working quite nicely, and a few on scrubbies as well. Compleat River, yeah, worth a fish, bit up and down, bit hard at times, but certainly worth drifting a worm or casting a little lure around. Little blades do the job, little slim minnows, anything of that nature. You'll cover the options well. Blowering, some fantastic numbers of redfin out of there. A few nice yellows coming out of Blowering too. Casting little blades around on the rocky points, that sort of thing. Up in some of the bays there's a bit of structure. You've got to get past the redfin first, but that's a real problem. Getting a good feed of reddies too. Get some very nice sized ones as well as the little ones. Tolbingo, same story there. Quite a few reddies out of there. The odd trout, not big numbers of trout. Getting a few reports from Yukonbee, Tentanga and Jindy. Not as many as I thought I would this time of year, but they are getting a few trout up there. So it isn't too bad, certainly worth a bit of a nosy, that's for sure. Wangler Dam, just got a report in a couple of minutes ago from Wangler. It's still pretty good, getting quite a few fish, trolling big spinner baits if you want to catch some cod. That is the answer there. Rolling grubs around the trees, you'll get some yellows and that. Burrendong Dam, yellow belly are going quite nicely, but all the redfin are fired up there. Only just though, over the last couple of weeks, they started to fire up at Burrendong and all the other little lakes, Carcoar, that sort of thing. So as you can see, there's plenty of redfin around to be caught, so things are looking real promising. If you need any, Burrinjuck, yeah, pretty average. They are getting a few fish out of it. There's still a fair bit of algae in it. It's a bit smelly, but starting to clean up a little bit now, so it's starting to improve a bit. So the next couple of weeks, yeah, it should fire up again with a bit of luck. If you need any more reports in depth, give us a ring at the Compleat Angler, and this will be enough until next week, and we'll catch up with you sometime next week.